Thank you. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am talking about what does it mean to just be yourself. I'm sure you used it many times, this sentence, just be yourself. I'm sure you heard it many times. I did. I used it many times too. But when you start thinking of it, it feels like it's the easiest thing to do. Just be yourself. If somebody is nervous, if somebody is doubting, if somebody is scared to do something, it's like you will be fine. Just be yourself. That's so easy. Just be yourself. And yes, today I am just contemplating what does it really mean. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Tyrana and this is Tyrana TV, a place for entrepreneurship and self-development. We are all about taking control of our lives. We are all about taking control of our mindset. So if that is something you're trying to achieve, make sure that you join us, hey, by hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget the notification button as well so you don't miss out on video that we're going to be sharing every single week. What does it really mean when we say to somebody, just be yourself? Is that really something so easy to do, to just be yourself? Or is there more into being yourself? I don't know about you guys, but it's not something that I do easily. I mean, with time it's becoming easier for me to be myself, but I don't think that it's so effortlessly that you could just be yourself, because we are living in a world where there are a lot of things that are aiming at disturbing that surface, if we can say it that way. We are living in a time where it's so easy to mistake somebody else's perception for yours. We are living in a time where there are influencers. We want to be like this person. We want to belong to this group. And all those things have a tremendous effect when it comes to being ourselves. We start buying into other people's perception of what is beautiful, or what does it mean to be rich, or what does it mean to be healthy. All those things, we run away basically from what we really are to start buying into all those ideology outward, and that's how we end up drifting away from the essence of our being, from who we truly are. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is how you identify yourself. If I ask you, who are you, how do you describe who you are? Who are you? Are you a mother, a husband, a wife? Are you a daughter? Who are you? Are you a doctor? How do you identify yourself? How do you present yourself? Who are you? It seems like the easiest question, but to be honest, the more you think of it, who are you, the more it can get complicated. How do you identify yourself? How do you identify who you are? Do you identify who you are based on your job? Do you identify who you are based on your possessions? Do you identify who you are based on your title? Do you identify who you are based on your place in a society? How do you identify yourself? Think about it a minute. Now, the next question that I'm going to ask you is, who is your dream self? When you close your eyes and you visualize yourself, who is that person? And so if you define yourself in a prison based on your possession, your current possession, and your current situation, then don't you think that that's a bit of a contradiction with what you're asking the universe? If you say that I am this and that, yet this is your dream self, because the universe don't have the notion of time. That's why the next time you think about who you are, don't think about who you are in a prison. Think about who you are in terms of your dream self. Because if you think of it, we are not what we were yesterday. We are constantly evolving. You shouldn't be stagnant. You shouldn't be the same person. You shouldn't repeat yourself again and again. You should break the circle and start evolving. And that's why it's important to identify, to visualize your dream self and start showing up as him or as her every single day. If you want to be a footballer, you need to show up as a footballer. You need to believe when people don't even see it. I mean, I am a footballer, want it or not. People are still looking at you and they're just like, Seriously, don't be ridiculous. But you're creating your path toward that person. That's the person you're becoming. And so if you're facing a situation where you feel like you need to just be yourself in order to make it successful, then you need to look in your dream self. Because if you lack courage, for example, in a moment you're panicking, then I'm sure your dream self possess that courage. And so by showing up as your dream self, you kind of acquire a little bit of that already. You're creating that, you're evolving. It's a very powerful way to become a better person, a better version, a true you, a real you, a you that makes you happy, than just be yourself in a prison. Because ourselves right now is full of things that we want to ameliorate, and we are looking toward our dream self and just like, I wish, I can't wait to be there. And so I don't want to be this self, I want to be that self. So don't ask me to show up at this self. Don't tell me to just be myself. No, I don't want to just be this self. Now, so when you start switching meaning and understanding really what it means to be yourself, then you understand that the power is in the hand of your future self. And by embodying it right now, you're becoming that version of yourself. Right, the second point that I want to talk about is diversity. It's quite important to embrace diversity if you want to preserve your trueness, to understand that all those beautiful things that make the world a colorful place, in terms of culture, in terms of race, in terms of belief, in terms of all those things, embracing all that makes you understand your place more in a society. That, okay, I am a black woman, that's not going to change. I am not interested in becoming a Japanese woman or a man. I have nothing against people who want to transit from one gender to another or from one culture to another. That is none of my business. But the point of this is just that knowing who you are is a powerful tool in preserving your trueness, where you know your place in the society, where you know where you're standing in the middle of all this diversity. You feel more secure. The beauty is in combining everything together. The next point that I want to talk about is to build a stable relationship with your ego. It's vital to have an ego. You cannot do without your ego. The problem is when your ego start going all over the place. If your ego go up and down from one extreme to another, that's where the problem is. You need to be able to have a good relationship with your ego, and it needs to come out the right way, the right time, for your true self to be maintained and stable. The easiest way to have a good relationship with your ego is to be humble. When you are humble, you understand that you are not devaluating yourself. You are just choosing to not be the center of attention. When you're humble, you understand that it's not anymore about the validation of others. It's not anymore about their opinion. It's about yourself. It's about your inner peace. It's about your self-love. So the moment you remove your money to buy something, it's about pleasing you. You understand what I mean? Like, it's about how does that makes you feel to wear something as this nice jumper. By the way, the link is below if you want to check it out, if you want to buy some of this. So this is part of my brand, and how cute is this? So anyway, coming back to what I was saying, so you understand that wearing a Bakuman brand, it's something that makes you feel good. It's not anymore about what people think. It's about how you feel inside. It makes you feel happy, and that is something that is just good to hold on to. It's not about people. It's not about what they think, okay? It's about inner peace, inner love, and all those beautiful things. The last thing that I want to talk about is your uniqueness. Everything that I said so far comes down to this. When you understand that you are unique, You are you. You might be part of a race, you might be part of a gender, you might be part of a community, you might be part of a country, you might be part of the planet Earth, but you are unique. Magic happens the moment you understand that your uniqueness is your power. Stop trying to be like Beyonce, stop trying to be like Kim Kardashian or whoever you admire out there. You are missing out on answers. The moment you tap in your uniqueness, you will start seeing more clearer. Maybe, who knows, there lays the answers you've been looking for all these years. So embrace who you are, embrace the good and the bad, embrace all that, put them together and see how you can make it into something dazzling for the rest of us. We need your uniqueness. We need your uniqueness. You need to bring it out, make it pop, like I always say, pop, pop. There are just certain part of who you are that you just cannot evolve from, you know, like the fact that you are maybe black or white or Asian. You just can't change that. That is always going to be that for the rest of their life. There are many other aspects that you need to embrace, and maybe that is where you will find your power. That is where you will find your voice. That is where you will find answers. Doing so will allow you to embrace the good and the bad that you can't change, and help you to transit, to evolve, to become your dream self in the process as well. So those are things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I will see you guys in another video. Peace.